Well, welcome to Owlet. Miners
Mhm.
3.5, week 3, match 2, Odyssey eSports versus Fire Nation. I'm Nevino. I'll be here. I'm casting tonight, and this is KWing or KWing.
Yep, that's me. So yeah, we're gonna see these two incredible teams face off against each other. It's gonna be a fiery match today, and I'm excited to see it here. So in terms of these rosters coming in here, what do we have?
I think from just looking at them, I haven't really seen Odyssey play a lot. I know they're like a newer team. They just replaced some of the miners, right? And then Fire Nation, I believe 1-4. I actually know a few people. Hamwell, the team captain for this team. I've coached him before. Good guy. It's solid comms, good main tank. I think they'll try and play Ryan, especially on mecha base. And I also know Munching is pretty well as well too. He's also a Ryan player, so I don't know. I don't know which one of them is going to actually play the Ryan then. But I'm excited to see because I know Fire Nation is like the lowest SR team, I believe, in the like the minors division. So like they have kind of that chip on their shoulder, and I think it'll be really fun to see because I know Odyssey just beat Road Warriors 3-0.
Yeah, I actually casted that match, which was a good match. But yeah, they did very well coming in here on their first match, and especially their DPS. They had so many good ones. They had Final Gambit, they had Zebra Cookie, and I'm really excited to see if they can carry on that explosive performance that they came in. They came in guns blazing, and I'm ready to see if they are gonna continue that sort of trend that they've been doing.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I think these are two like more like towards the bottom of the standings teams. But I know Fire Nation plays Qual Kings this weekend, and Odyssey I think plays them also this weekend if I'm not mistaken. And that should be like how they do here could really help them going into the matchup versus the number 2 seeded team in Qual Kings.
Absolutely. Our first map is going to be Busan here. So there's a lot of differences between the three sort of rounds of Busan, the three sort of locations. So, kind of tell us a little more about that, Nevino, and what you can kind of expect from these three locations.
Well, you got mecha base, 100%. You're going to see some brawl. Also, some teams will do like the brawl with the Widow, where they have the Widow on an extreme off angle. But I expect to see just pure brawl here. Then on Shrine, you'll probably see some form of like brawl with like a Pharah, because Pharah seem to be really popular at that point, and maybe like an Asher or whatever. And then I think on downtown, you'll see like either a double bubble or just pure dive. And double bubble is Winston Zarya with like Honor Mercy. But like I think you'll probably see like dive with Widow here, maybe a Genji or a Tracer, and then like with double bubble or a dive.
All right, so we're gonna have, I think it's city here, town or something.
This is downtown.
This is downtown. Thank you. I'll eventually learn those, but today is not that day apparently.
I'm so wrong. They're looking to run Hogzar, and that I guess it is a brawl, but I didn't think they would run it on downtown. Because downtown's such a strong Widow map, which you do see a Widow coming out for Odyssey, you see a Hanzo coming out for Fire Nation, so the sniper battle's still there.
Absolutely, I do think we're going to see some awesome plays here coming out from Bone. I don't mean to be the Odyssey eSports cheerleader here, but they put on a pretty inspiring performance against the last team they played against. So, that's not inspiring. Bone just going down immediately to Cursed on that Hanzo. Usually the Widow v Hanzo duel in favor of the Widowmaker, but Cursed says to heck with that. They're gonna absolutely take that first pick, and now it's going to be the members of Odyssey eSports on the back foot here as they have Shrew right on an off angle there. Bone finally respawns, going to get right up here, gonna find the pick onto Shrew right up and early, but still the picks are in favor of the Fire Nation here. So it's going to be close. Curse is so low. Gonna go down here to Paradroid. It's not over. This fight is not gonna be over yet, but Moira's so low there. Morin gonna go solo, not going to go down. They're going to get healed up, and in fact, Hamwell is going to go down. Here comes the Riptire for final game, but they got it so early, and they're going to take down Tifu, and it's going to be the members of Odyssey Esports. Even when they went down, they came back, and they were able to.
Oh, huge!
They were able to get it. Yeah, they absolutely came back from this.
I will say that like what I noticed there is like, so I think Fire Nation's comp is inherently better because they have the anti-nade, which is just so powerful right now, and they have no way of really punishing the hog on Odyssey because they have no anti-nade, no CC really.
Absolutely.
And then I think, oh wow.
But the Graviton just comes in, and the damage is too much on the side of basically everyone on the side of Odyssey Esports. Just too much damage coming in, and it's going to be Odyssey Esports taking this map, not the map, yes.
For that fight, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to take that fight. Forgetting words here. Whew, not good.
I do like really, oh, the Nanozar. Oh, goodness.
Zarya. Here comes the Graviton. But here comes the pick. The picks are going in the way of Odyssey Esports. It seems like all of them, but oh, as soon as I say that, Tifu gets 2, Shrew gets 2, everyone's getting 2. Shrew's Bob gonna pick up a double kill of its own, and the Fire Nation, even though they lost a few picks early, they're gonna come out with the point.
I really don't like the junk pick from Odyssey, especially here because there's so much open space. When they were holding that choke, it was really good, but it's really easy. It's hard to get value off the junk if you're not just like hitting your shots.
Hilton is going to get hooked, but Morin is going to get the pick up on a Hamwell, and Krea's going to go down as well. 2 picks already for Odyssey Esports. Shrew's going to go down. It seems like the rest of the Fire Nation is going to follow or have to retreat here. Paradox is going to go down, though. Going to get hooked and cooked by the Roadhog. So it may not be over yet, but the point has gone the way. Oh no, Hilton going down. That's not good. But Tifu solo going to just barely get healed up there. The Brigitte armor packs as well as the Moira healing. Here comes Final Gambit. Tire gets 3! The Tire from Final Gambit just comes in, says, how are you doing? And goodbye. This is my point. And anything you'd like to... Yeah.
I mean, like, the big thing is like, they're not paying attention to Junkrat. Yes, they're getting exit picks, but they aren't putting enough pressure on Hamilton's shield to really make the Rhine the liability he really is in the current meta. But that being said, we did have the experimental go through, so it could be different. Big grab here.
Absolutely. The grab is going to come in. It's going to get the pick up on a Hamwell here, and that's absolutely massive. You don't have your Zarya there. You have so little this kind of ability to protect people or to cleanse them. Here comes the Shatter. It's going to find the pick up on a Krea, getting that Dynamite, getting the final blow. The Dragon Strike going to come in the desperation just to try and get something, anything here. Hilton is down, but still, so many picks are coming in the way of the Fire Nation here, and it looks like, yep, the first round is going to go the way of Odyssey Esports here.
I definitely think that the Odyssey comp like had more brawl potential because the only way the Junkrat gets value is if you're playing up in their face and like he can just spam in from range, not have to like worry about getting pushed, which is what they did really effectively. He also used ults a lot more aggressively than Fire Nation. Fire Nation kind of just got ult 6 and then took the point back, right? And then they just never really, they didn't like continually push their advantage. They played very reactively, so proactively, as well as I really dislike the Brig pick. I really hate the Brig. Brig is so bad right now.
3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Joey's back. Okay, he's back.
I think we're pausing here. I think we had a bit of a technical issue.
Is the lobby host.
Okay. I don't even know if this is being broadcast, so I'm not gonna say anything I might regret. So
I'm just.
Joey, how's it going?
You good?
Right.
You left the VC. We thought you crashed.
Okay.
Okay. Just wait for them to say R. Okay, there are. We can go.
We're good. All right.
I really think that this is like, I don't know if This monkey's just gonna get burned so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, the double bubble is just going to do so much damage here. Kreia does switch off onto the Zen, but there's so much damage onto the monkey there. Going to go so low, Munching. He just sitting there on such a low health. Is going to dive in again. Curse is going to go down. Bone on this Reaper, just going to use so much damage onto the Winston and onto these tanks here. And they're going to go down. Kreia is just with 1 HP over on the side, just providing the healing, but it doesn't look like they're going to be safe for long there. It's going to be close. Shrew's going to pick up on a Hailton, and Kreia's going to finally pick up on a final Gambit. So it's not going to be clean, but Odyssey Esports are going to find these picks here.
First, the Reaper Jug. I don't know how much I really like double bubble. Like, I do. It's still gonna be effective, but you have to like you have no range healing without an Ana, so your Moira has to play like in their face to get value.
Absolutely. We're going to see if they can make this work here as they're going to go into this next play. Oh, the Junkrat Mine just blows 3 of them away, getting so much value off of it. Here comes the Death Blossom. It's going to get 1. Here comes the High Noon. It's going to get 1 as well. All these ults just getting 1. It's going to be like trade. It's going to be trade after trade after trade here. But it looks like just barely with the DPS. Oh my goodness. Final Gambit. Going to just barely get away with it here. They're going to keep the point here. Final Gambit's going to go down, but the respawns, the Lucio going to come in. The speedy boy going to come in and maintain the point here. But the respawns are going to come in here again. So it's not over for the members of Odyssey Esports. They're going to have to face them again.
It was scrappy, but now Odyssey has an ult advantage because they put so much in there not to win. Oh,
here comes the tire. The tire goes down. Here comes the Gravitic Flux, though. It's going to put so much damage onto the members of the Fire Nation here. They're going to have to deal with a lot of healing. They're going to lose a lot of resources, and especially when it's a Moira and you have that limited healing resources. You have that meter there. It's not going to do you a lot of good. Paradote going to get the pick up on the Kreia. Going to go down for it, but the point is still in favor of Odyssey Esports here.
I don't know how I like this close hold because they're only 4 and they're going to be able to just take it. Like, yes, that they barrel something with the grab.
Here comes the grab. Gonna catch a few in it, but Munching's gonna do the pick up on a Paradroid. That's absolutely critical. That Moira has such a source of healing. They haven't touched yet. They need to touch. 3, 2, 1. Who's gonna touch? Oh, someone just touched there barely. Munching's gonna go down though. Final Gambit. Here comes the Death Blossom. Here comes the High Noon. The High Noon's gonna get 2. It could be massive. It could be massive. It could be. And it looks like it just might here. Here comes the Graviton just to clear out the point here. Hailton going to just be barely kept alive by Paradroid, but it's Hamwell. A large charged Zarya on the point versus just the Moira. It looks like Paradroid is going to try and jump off the map here, but the respawns are going to come in for Odyssey Esports. They're not going to be able to avoid the point going down though. So just barely with 99% on their opponent's clock, Fire Nation are going to take this point here, but they need a perfect hold.
I don't know what you use the Trank for because the tire just kills through it. So you kind of have to just save it or use it aggressively.
We're going to see. Here's the tire. It could be massive. It's going to get him, but the final game is going to go down for it. Curse. Oh, Hailton. Hailton's going to get 2 picks. That could be absolutely critical here. The Transcendence is going to come in just to keep the remaining members of the Fire Nation alive here. We're going to see if they can do it. The ball is just going to be spinning to win here. Kreia going to go down, and it's just the few remaining members, the last bastion of defense on members of the Fire Nation here. Shrew gonna go down. That's 1 less. Tifa gonna go down. That's 1 less. Here come the mines just to try and zone off the point. Paradox gonna go down to them, but final game is gonna be on the curse. It's gonna. Oh! Munching! Gonna get a double kill, knocking both Morin and Bone off the point here. That is such a crucial play there from Munching, but it's still not over. Here comes the Gravitic Flux. It could lift everyone off the point here. It does not, but Tifu's gonna go down for it. Hamwell is so low, gonna get DMAC, gonna get taken down. It's so close here, Tifu. The last Shrew on the point here. Kreia gonna go down, but it's just Shrew. Gonna use the blade, gonna try and get something to happen here. Gonna take down Final Gambit, gonna get that dash reset that's so critical for the Genji blade here. It's so close, but Shrew's gonna get taken down. This fight has been going on for so long here. And we're gonna see the respawn's gonna come in here, and it's gonna be just use the ults if you have them. It's anything here. Hamwell just with a few sliver of HP, going to try here, and Munching is going to get another minefield here. Here comes the Death Blossom. It's going to take down Kreia. Bone has gotten 2. Final game is going to knock off Munching, and oh, the members of Odyssey eSports will prevail in that fight that lasted, I think, from something like 20% to 99. It was a close fight all the way, and it absolutely could have gone both ways there. It went to overtime, and a good round there.
Really great stall, and like Munching just kept finding the environmentals, like the picks and built ult. So like he had just had his ult almost at all times. He gets like the Lucio here, and then he's gonna poop.
There's the Lucio, and he just boops both the Reaper and the Zarya off there. That absolutely saved that point right there. That absolutely kept them going just a little longer. And if anyone had found just a few more of those crucial, critical plays, it could have absolutely gone the other way, and we could have right now been around 3.
I really wish I would have seen the Ana instead of the BAP on that like really long extended fight, because it was like, if you're Ana, you can just sit high ground and just heal for free, because they had no range damage. They were all trying to stay point, right? And then you could just literally scope in and heal your tanks for days without getting pressured, and we just didn't really do that.
Yeah, so now it's going to be the next map choice here. We're going to see. It's going to be the choice of the Fire Nation here, because they lost this first map and they're going down. They're down 1-0 right now. They get to pick their next map. And what do you think that they need to do here?
Fire Nation, I think they need to have better focus fire. They can't just like. They also have to play more proactively, 100% more proactively. Like, they can't just like sit there and take the damage. Also, I think you see the double bull from them, Munching, you have to like wait for you're using jump, I think, too much to engage, and you want to use jump as a disengage tool so you can live, and then like you can walk up, you cleave. Munching had time on that first fight because they didn't kill him, but he was at low HP the entire time. Imagine if he just walks up and cleaves without using jump. He just lives for so long they can't kill him really, and then like he builds primal, lives again, because he's not like. You have to push the envelope, but you also have to be mindful of what that envelope is.
Absolutely, there is a bit of a strategy difference. So we're going to see they have the choice between Dorado, Havana, and Gibraltar here. So we're going to see what's going to get picked here, and what map do you think they should pick if they want to give themselves the best advantage here?
I think they should pick like Havana or Dorado. Dorado's okay. I was thinking Havana and Gibraltar because I think just from watching Cursed and Shrew, they both have really strong hit scans, and both those maps are really like hit scan friendly maps. But I haven't seen like their other DPS because the Genji was also fine, so you can see Dorado be pretty okay for them too.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's gonna be. I do think that this is going to be close here, because we did see Fire Nation absolutely put up a good fight against Odyssey eSports here. So we're going to see. I'm excited to see if they're going to be able to pull it out here.
Yeah, I'm excited to see as well. So they take out Curse, so never mind. I was just saying how I thought Curse is pretty good. He's not in. Rest in pepperonis. Kreia moves to DPS, Munching moves to support. What? Okay, so they're doing a whole swap-a-roo. Kreia, the Zen from last map. I also really, like, I don't understand the Zen pick, like I do, but I don't at the same time. Because, like, if you're going to play the Zen, you have to play an Ana or something that can keep your team up while your Zen's not doing the healing, but can pump out the damage, right? And the Moira, as I was talking about during the like, just didn't give you enough. You had, like, Ana can play at range so well, but Moira cannot.
Mm-hmm.
So I really hope that they like kind of they identify like what was the issue there. I guess like Moira on mecha base you could argue is like it's a fairly brawly map, so Moira should be fine. But like, especially when you can hold point and you're on that point fight, your Ana could have just stayed up there for days and just not been touched.
Yeah, so we're gonna. I don't know. So we're just getting the last bit of confirmation from these two teams, and then we will get into our next map, which is gonna be Dorado.
If I had to bet,
Traveling to Dorado.
you'll definitely see, I think, double bubble from the side of Fire Nation.
I agree.
Match.
I think that you'll see probably more Rhine play from Odyssey, because I think they're one of those teams that likes to kind of force Rhine. And then I honestly think you'll probably see Brawl from Odyssey. Like, and if I was Fire Nation, I would run a Pharah, because I think I would bet on them running Brawl. And if you run double bubble, Pharah is just so good at like dismantling a Brawl. Ah, Pharah Genji, bro. And Odyssey runs the Rhine Sig, which is it's a Brawl. It's a slow Brawl because they don't have the speed, but still a Brawl, and they have some spam elements and junk. Oh, they don't go Pharah. I'm sad now.
That is sad there, but we're gonna, I think that the Zebra Cookies on the Widowmaker. I know that I talked about Zebra Cookie on the Widowmaker because absolutely he was a delight to watch versus Road Warriors, and it was just so much fun watching him play his game because it just felt like no one could counter him on Road Warriors. So we'll see here. Oh no, Peridot is gonna go down immediately. That's not good, but Paradroid going to get the resurrection. That is a piece of ability that they won't have for a while now. They're gonna wait. They're gonna dive right in. That Winston's going to get the bubble. That's why it's the double bubble. And Kreia is now going to just rain down rockets onto them.
Oh, big dive on the Widow.
Oh, the Widow does get doved on. Hamwell's going to go down, though, going to take too much damage for even the Zarya bubble here. And Bone is going to take down the Pharah?
The Pharah was, I think, ground spamming. And then he just got hit by the nade combo.
Yeah, that's not good here. It does look like Zebra Cookie and Shrew are kind of dueling out 1v1 here over on the side. So, I don't think anyone's going to get the better of the other here. And you do see how much Odyssey trusts Zebra Cookie to pop off. Here comes a shatter. It's not going to get anything. That's not good there. Hamill's so low. He is at 1 HP right now. A light breeze could knock him over, but he's going to get healed. Here comes the tire from Bone. It's going to get Tfue. That's absolutely massive. Taking down that Mercy means that you don't have that resurrection, and just absolutely something you do not want to lose. The Mercy is such an important character in this comp, and as the Mercy falls, so does the rest of the team.
I think the big criticism I have here is the fact that, like, I think their Pharah is not, like, prioritized correctly. Like, the Pharah wants to just shut down the other DPS. Or, like, they have to decide, like, one of their DPS has to shut down the other. And your Pharah on this map can spam down corridors really well and keep their Widow at bay pretty effectively, as long as the Widow doesn't take all the way back. Ooh, Nano Monkey.
Yeah, the Nano going onto Hamwell could... the Nano on the Monkey and the Nano onto the Reinhardt. It's going to be close here, but Bone is going to go down. Kreia as well is going to go down. Doesn't look like any resurrections are coming in. And Zebra Cookie's going to get two, both onto the Monkey and on to the Genji. And Odyssey eSports are going to hold strong by this bridge.
Yeah, I just think that they're, like, they have so much, like, to stop the Widow, and they're just not stopping the Widow, kind of thing. They're just like she's taking this off angle for pretty much free. Big boop though forward.
Absolutely.
If they punish it.
It doesn't look like they will, because I do think that Odyssey eSports, they trust Zebra Cookie's ability to hit heads, and there it comes.
Oh,
But the barrage, the grab barrage comes in, and that's just it. There are 3 picks for Kreia there with the grab barrage, and the rest of the team will soon follow. Bone's gonna get the rip tire, but not before getting taken down.
See, like, that's what they had to build up to. They have some really effective ult combos. And I think they're just going to get point here. Like, I don't think Odyssey can touch. Yeah.
They do not contest here, but there is so many ultimates on the side of Odyssey Esports here. They have 5. They have almost everything except for their Ana ult, and they're pretty close to that too. And Zebra Cookie's just going to get the pickup onto Kreia as well. Here comes the Gravitic Flux. He's going to lift the Ana up into the air and slam her to the floor. Oh, but Zebra Cookie's going to go down. Hamwell using that Primal Rage really well in order to just dive onto the Widowmaker. And even if he didn't get the pick there, just distracting the Widowmaker there, just distracting Zebra Cookie would be so good here. The Nail going to go on to, here comes so many ultimates here. Bone's going to pick up on the Shrew, but it's not going to be enough here as the Monkey going to dive onto Bone just to get a late pick, but he will get trapped and Bone will be able to get away here. But the cart is going to keep on rolling.
Yeah, I mean, like, really effective cycling of ults. And, like, they even, like, you watch Odyssey commit ults there in lost fights, and then, like, they just kept putting in the pressure. Much more proactive.
Oh, Tifu is going to go down here. The cart's still moving, though. The cart's still moving. They didn't touch. They did not touch. That's not good there. Odyssey Esports. No. They had the picks there. They took down the Mercy early, but they didn't get onto the cart. And if you don't get onto the cart, then what's the point? Zebra Cook is going to go down as well there. The Pharah there, Kreia really taking it onto themselves to take down the Widowmaker and doing a pretty good job of it. And now the cart's still moving, hasn't been stopped since that large hold at first point by Odyssey Esports. It seems like Fire Nation have just figured out what they need to do, and they've done it here.
Really good pressure from Hamwell the entire time, but he's about to die here.
Oh, he does go a little too deep. He's in too deep there. But Shrew is going to take down Zebra Cookie, switching onto the Hanzo here. Paradroid does have the Valkyrie, but Peridot is so low. Bone's going to take down Shrew, though. Here comes the Graviton. Here comes the Barrage. 2 picks for Kreia. Bone's going to use the Bob just to stall up the point, but it's not going to be up there for long. It's going to get the pick up on a Mayhem, though. Tifu's going to go low as well. Kreia's going to get nanoed into the air there. Not a lot to shoot at. And Kreia's going to get the pick up on the Bone, though. The Nano going to go on to Hailton to try and charge up that Primal Rage. Here comes the Blade on the Genji. The Sleep is going to try and come out, but it's not going to be there. Shooter's going to get the pick up onto both the supports. That's a great use of that Blade there. Shooter's going to get another 3 for Shrew there. Incredible play so far by him, but the Mercy's going to go down. And because the spawns are so close, they don't have any heals. And because the spawns are so close for Odyssey Esports, when they don't have any heals, they can just throw bodies on the card. And eventually, the damage coming in will be too much for the members of the Fire Nation. Hamill's going to use that Primal Rage here, but it might be too late here as Mayhem goes down. He is the last one on the cart. Munching's going to try, but going to get slammed by Morn, and that's going to be it. The Pulse Bomb going to come out from Zebra Cookie, not going to get anything, but they are going to put a stop to the cart at 78 meters right before the end here.
Yeah, really good pressure coming through, but they just, I think, called winnable when it really wasn't winnable. Like, you said it yourself, the close bonds just make it really hard to, like, take those trades, especially if it's not overtime for Odyssey versus Formation, right? So I really do like the switch to the Doom Disc. Bar does lose a lot of effectiveness at this point.
Absolutely. So it's gonna be, looks like the last fight coming in here.
Sleep on the Zebra Cookie.
On the Zebra Cookie, but Tuyu's gonna go down again here. And like I said, when the Mercy goes down, so does the team. Hamill's gonna go down without the Mercy support. The anti-nade gets 2 from Munching, but it's not going to be enough. The damage is not there because they can't go in as aggressive. Hilton's gonna get a pick up on a Munching, and that's the last for the Fire Nation. They need to switch to these fast heroes, to the Wrecking Ball, to maybe the Lucio, in order to just get the early pick. But Zebra Cookie's Pulse Bomb onto Tifu comes just at the right time there. They're not going to have any Mercy support for this last attempt at it. They're not even going to be able to touch here. Hamill gets taken down before he's able to even get in within sniffing distance of the payload. And 78.75 meters is right where it stops. And that's it.
Really good push, though. Like especially with how like their first look. Like after first, I was like, this could be just a roll because I thought Fire Nation was just going to like roll over. But they brought it together. The grab barrage was really effective, and like their forest started playing like they needed to play versus the Widow, like in their face, like just denying her space so she can't just sit at these long ranges and just kill you, you know? Because a hit scan and long range shield is gonna win, right? So now Kreia is like shutting down the lanes of like your angles, so like the Widow just can't peek because if the Widow peeks, the bar is just gonna dive bomb her. Or the Genji, like both their DPS did really well at shutting down those multiple lanes. Like after first specific.
100% here, and now we see Fire Nation's gonna be on the defense. They're gonna play the Widow. They're gonna play the Junkrat. It seems like they're taking a page out of Odyssey eSports book. So interested to see the Widow 1v1 between Shrew and Zebra Cookie here, and it is gonna be up to Shrew to take the angles that they need in order to take the duel over Zebra Cookie here, because Zebra Cookie has shown that he can get those picks.
Yeah, I definitely think it'll be interesting to see this kind of sniper duel from Zebra Cookie and Shrew, because I think Shrew is fairly good, but as soon as I say that, Shrew
not good enough, apparently, as Zebra Cookie just gets taken down. I don't know if Tifu's even gonna be able to resurrect that safely here. Mayhem gets anti-nated and taken down by Bone. Hamel's gonna find a similar end as Zebra Cookie's crosshairs fall onto them. Paratroid's gonna get discorded, but there's not a lot of damage onto them. Zebra Cookie's gonna go down though. Shrew comes back and says it's not over yet. The resurrect is there. The grapple shot comes in, but it's not going to find any picks. Mayhem's gonna find a pick on a Hailton though. So this could be the start of a reverse, but Munching goes down, Kreia goes down, Zebra Cookie's found 2 already, and he's not done yet. Taking this off angle, feels like no one can contest. Welp, as soon as I say that, Hamwell and the Zarya and Mayhem just come in and dive on top of him. Shut him down though, but Hamwell goes in too deep there, gets taken down by Morn, and off of this, Odyssey eSports are going to be able to push back in here. Morn going to get the pick up on Mayhem as well, and Munching going to try and stall out the payload, get some healing to Kreia, but it's not going to be a lot. The Lucio doesn't provide a lot in terms of pure healing. Nano coming in onto Hailton just to get a lot of damage onto the coming respawns. Zebra Cookie's going to get the pick up onto Shrew, onto Munching. The snipers on Odyssey eSports, they're popping off just like I remember them. Mayhem's going to go down. And the first point is Odyssey eSports here. They got it with 4:45 on the clock now.
Super unfortunate in terms of they like Hamill got his ult right as he died type thing, as well as I just don't think Mercy Zen is a good healing combo because like you just don't have enough to say, oh wow.
Okay. Shrew gets the early pickup onto Shrew getting 2 here. Here comes the tire from Kreia just to try and zone off the card. Oh, and it gets 3! Kreia coming in saying it's not just Odyssey eSports DPSs who are nutty. We can be nutty too. As both of them just pop off, getting pick after pick, taking down the entirety of Odyssey eSports there.
I don't know how I feel about this bat pick though, because it's like he got nerfed today. He's kind of bad. And I'll say like they just need to commit ults here. Commit ults, hold them in spawn, guys.
Here comes the ult, but they're not holding him in spawn here. Shrew and Ham are both going to go down. Zebra Cookie finding the pick on to Shrew here, and this is what we wanted here. We wanted this back and forth Widow duel that was going to give us exactly the sort of like, oh, Zebra Cookie takes down the ulting Mercy. But this Widow duel so far has just absolutely given us exactly what we wanted, in my opinion. It's been back and forth. Well, it's not been back and forth in the past few duels so far, as Zebra Cookie has absolutely asserted dominance here. Munching, the only person left out here, just gonna wait for the immortality to fall and going to just try and get out, and it doesn't look like the members.
Wow,
Munching got to pick up on a Zebra Cookie though. So, and Tifu comes in for the resurrection. That was a very, very daring resurrection attempt there. Does not work out as Bone is there with the bone and arrow. and takes them down. Hilton is going to get Kreia and going to dive in onto Shrew here and trying to take the off angle. The Immortality Field is going to come out. Here comes the grab. Here comes the dragon. It's going to get Mayhem. Here comes Kreia with the tire, though, trying to turn this around here. It's not going to be enough to get them the second point. It's going to get parried out there, but the spawns are a lot closer than if he got that pick before they got second point.
Yeah, really questionable ults here. Oh wow, nice shot by Shrew, but like they're kind of just like getting rolled over because they're not stabilizing. As soon as I say that, Shrew kills 2, Hamilton's pick. Like, Hamilton should have committed that primal because there was no point. They could have just reset and had a full fight, but instead they just got rushed.
Yeah, absolutely there. You know, you did have some questionable ultimates there. You had some questionable sort of decisions, but still, Shrew is there to just pop off. Even when some decisions are made that we may not agree with, we can still agree that Shrew has been popping off in these past few duels.
Yeah, but then he does that and pushes the front line.
Only going to come in on the Ashe off of the Hanzo there, and they're going to start getting these picks here. Both the DPS going to go down. Shrew going to go onto the Genji, but here comes the amplification matrix to try and get any sort of foothold here. It's going to take, Munching's going to go down, and it's not going to do a lot there. That window a little late, but still, there's a lot of time left for, not a lot of time for Zebra Cookie there, as Kreia just comes in and rocket punches. And almost does it again there. Zebra Cookie gets punched again. The dive's gonna come in, but it's so close to the end, the victory box there, if you will. The guy's gonna come in. It's gonna get the picks, but all the picks are gonna go. It's gonna get the picks, but the picks aren't gonna be for Odyssey eSports there. They're gonna be for the Fire Nation.
Honestly, really good call to like mitigate the grab. And then, like, Kreia was able to find picks of the punch. It's really all you needed. Like, I think the Lucio Moira look for them, especially while running this Genji Doom with the, like, the double bubble, is going to be better for them because it just, I think, suits their playstyle more. I think they're playing, like, too frontliney as, like, a whole as supports. So, like, play those supports that give you utility to get out of those situations. Same with their Widow. Shrew's popping off, but, like, he literally fronted with this Widow and died to his own range. And so now his Genji, though, gives him blade and the sustain and the cooldowns to get out.
There's a lot of ultimates here. You have the grab, you have the Doomfist punch. Here comes the grab, here comes the blade, but it's not going to get anything as the Bob is going to come in. The slam from the Doomfist, the Meteor Strike, not going to get anything, and Kreia's actually going to go down for it. Hamo so low here, going to get taken down, going to get picked up onto Bone, but it's not going to be enough. Tifu going to try and use this Coalescence here, but the speed's not going to let you run out the entirety of Odyssey eSports. This payload is so close here. It's going to be the last few respawns here. Kreia and Munching both on the point. Munching's doing a beat in order to give them the sustain that they need here, but it's just the Doomfist here, and once that expires, here comes the Tactical Visor. Kreia is going to immediately fall, and the Amplification Matrix is going to come in as well. Paradroid and Paradise are going to go down, though, and all the picks are going into Fire Nation now. Both the supports are down, the main tank is down, and they're just barely going to hold on, and now it's do or die time for Odyssey eSports. They have one last push here, 40 seconds.
Big Roadhog pick, and just like, he recognized that if he just gets a pick, they win because it closes the spawn, and he just gets a hook and a pick. Oh, and then Munching kills Tracy. But they have Nano coming in here, so if they just Nano the Monkey, they kind of just win. Or even, and into the grab, like they have grab and Nano here, and Fire Nation has nothing to sustain it.
Absolutely, but they do have to run a bit of a gauntlet. Fire Nation is holding up so close here. Here comes the grab time. It's going to get all the picks here. 10 seconds left on the cart, and absolutely they're going to go down the Nano onto the Winston. It's just Tifu left on the point. Oh, but Mayhem is in the back line. Going to get the pick up on a Zebra Cookie there. Going to just be able to stall this cart a little longer, and Tifu going to do that as well. Just going to leave them. Oh, but Bone! Bone gonna get 2 with that pulse, but I'm gonna get rid of both of the respawns coming in. Shrew going to try and come in, get the blade pick on the Bone, but going to go down immediately after there. It's gonna be close here. Hamo trying to spin to win, just trying to barely hold on. It's gonna be so close here. It's gonna be a matter of who gets the better of who here. Mayhem gonna come up, gonna use the whole hog to try and knock everyone off the point here, but it won't last long. Here comes the Meteor Strike, but the cart's moving, and no one's gonna stop it. Odyssey eSports.
That was so winnable for Fire Nation too. Like, Odyssey, I think, looks more put together, but Fire Nation's just winning off hero plays right now and not really off anything else. Like, they'll get picks like when they need it. That's it. I think Odyssey's doing a better job of utilizing their comps and like setting up, while I'm watching Fire Nation just win off pure hero plays. Like this, right? Like this and Shrew, like Shrew and Cray killed 5.
Yeah, that was absolutely an amazing play there from Shrew and Grea.
And then we see a first map. We see a first map with like what's it called? We see first map where Munching kills those two to like keep the fight going. Like you just see hero play after hero play after hero play, and so they just clean up like the mid fight, these neutral fights, where like their coordination and focus fire is so much more important. Then like they can really start winning them.
Yeah, absolutely. So it is 2-0 right now, but it is absolutely not a shutout at all in the slightest here. Odyssey eSports are up 2-0 right now, but it is not over for the Fire Nation. They could absolutely bring this back here, and we'll see if they can do that when we come back from our halftime. We are going to take about a 5-minute break here, and when we come back, we're going to see if Fire Nation, if they're going to be able to bring this back, or if Odyssey eSports is just going to slam them and shut them down and take it 3-0. We'll see you then.
Welcome back as we get ready to go under this way with the second half. If you're just joining us, Odyssey is up 2-0 on Fire Nation, but it has been pretty back and forth. I think Busan was fairly one-sided for a while, but Dorado was really down to the last fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Dorado was so close there. Absolutely. Both teams not finishing, but
Very
it was
close.
overtime for both teams. So it was definitely could have gone either way there. And now we're getting into our next map, which is going to be the hybrid map. And, guess what map it is, everyone? Guess what map? Do you know what map it is?
Sprins, bro.
What? You mean it's King's Row? The one and only?
Now
I mean, it's like the best map in the game, if we're being honest. Like, it's my favorite.
I like it too, but I like a lot of things. I don't like them all the time.
Bro, but like, honestly, like, hybrid is like all my favorite maps are in hybrid, to
That's
be
true.
honest. Like, I love Eichenwald. I think Numbani is pretty. I actually like Numbani, contrary to popular belief. Then, like, and then what are the other hybrids? Like, Blizzard World. Blizzard World's shit. That's my only obsession. Blizzard World's shit. What else is there? Blizzard World, Numbani, Eichenwald, Kings Row. I feel like I'm missing one. Hollywood. I like Hollywood. Outside of First Point. First Point, I hate with a burning passion with 1,000 Fiery Suns. But overall, Hybrid has a lot of good maps. Escort also has a lot of good maps. Basically, it's everything. I like almost everything except 2CP.
Cool. But still, we only play King's Row.
Bro, let them play Brawl. It's the only map that Brawl is truly viable on.
5, 4,
I think Odyssey eSports have been making a bit of a statement that they can play Brawl wherever they like. Thank you very much. But we do see Shrew and Zebra Cookie playing the Widow duel, and Paradroid and
Why would
Zebra
you do
Cookie are
that?
just going to get absolutely domed at the start. So, not a good way to start off if you are Odyssey eSports. Shrew apparently spent the entire halftime just taking the Widow, absolutely taking the Widow duel, getting 3 picks already in this fight, and it doesn't look like they're done. Zebra Cookie's going to pick up on the munching here, but Shrew's just able to take these aggressive angles because of the fact that they won this fight. The hook's going to come in onto Paradroid as well, and the odds the esports are just going to get pushed back and back and back here. They're not going to have to hold early in the street phase. They're going to have to hold back here.
I've really liked the Doomfist of Kreia, and this just kind of solidifies it. Like, and I think that their Brawl comp is much better because it can just like break shield much better.
Here comes the Doomfist here. Zebra Cookie already got the pick up onto Shrew while we were talking. So already the members of the Fire Nation are pushed back a little bit. Mayhem's gonna get the pick up on the final Gambit, but the Mind's just going to throw them back. Both of the Widows are going to activate their sights, and Zebra Cookie's just gonna go down. Here comes the Tire from Final Gambit, going to flank around the members of... Oh, it's gonna be close.
Munching?
Tire's not gonna get anything, but Munching's gonna take down Final Gambit and die to the... Oh, that Junkrat ability that everyone kind of forgets about is that Junkrat drops a few grenades on his death, and those nades do a lot of damage. Munching does go down, and shut, he says. Shut.
I know Munching is one of my he's a friend of mine.
Shut. And Munching's gonna go down to the Zebra Cookie. Final game is gonna pick up on a Kreia off of this Graviton. But Shrew's gonna get 2 picks here off of that Widowmaker, but gonna go down. And Zebra Cookie's gonna come back with 2 of his own
They
here.
need to move card.
They do. Card hasn't moved yet. There's still a lot to go. Mayhem's gonna go down. Paradroid gonna get that melee in, and Zebra Cookie's gonna get the pick up onto Munching as well. And it's just gonna be Hamwell just delaying here and having to retreat.
Wow, Zebra Cookie actually is being able to be seen by Shrew because Shrew, you got them with the Venom Mine. So it was really cool little duel right there, but Kreia finds 2.
Kreia's gonna find 2, gonna go down. Here comes the Shatter, and it's going to be blocked by Hailton there. And here comes the Shatter, going to get 2. Here comes the beat off from Munching, going to protect the members of the Fire Nation. Hailton's going to get the pin onto Munching, but Mayhem's going to take them down for it. So the Rhine going to trade for that Lucio there. Good trade in my opinion because they have a bit of closer spawns, but the aggression coming out from the Fire Nation might be too much. Zebragun's going to pick up on a Shrew there, but it might not be enough. It's going to be so close here, and it feels like just trade after trade after trade here, but you need frontline fighters. Hailton's going to come back and be that. Final game is going to take down Kreia as well. Here comes the tire. It might turn this around. It's going to get Hamwell, and it's going to help the members of Odyssey eSports stabilize here.
Yeah, like I don't know, like they push the. I think like there's been some miscommunication, like when like what is winnable, what is not, because I feel like Shrew though just gets Zebra Cookie. I feel like they're just pushing the envelope when they are down numbers and no one's calling it. This is what it feels like. Like Fire Nation specifically. Well,
yeah, Shrew going to Final Game is going to take an aggressive attack there. Going to try and mine in, which could be a death sentence there. The Shadow's going to come in. It's going to get blocked by Hailton. Hailton's going to get the nano, but going to get just absolutely
he mid-shatter too.
Oh, the Shatter. That's not good there, but the picks are coming in for Odyssey eSports. There's Kreia's going to get the pick up on a final gambit, though. It's gonna be close here. Kreia gonna go down. Shrew going to switch off the Widowmaker onto the Genji here. And Munching is over.
He wants to C9. He wants to C9 them, but
he's gonna try and C9.
He's not. They know he's there. They know he's there.
He's spotted as well. He's now going to retreat further into spawn here. I don't know what he's doing. He's still waiting. I think he's trying to get back, but he's just getting pinned down and dinked in the head by Zebra Cookie there. And Shrew's gonna go down as well. And it's not gonna be good for the members of the Fire Nation here. This is why this Streets phase is so deadly, because even if you get through these tight chokes that the Street is, you still have to do stuff. You still have to face this point where you have to walk so far back if you lose the fight, and it's so hard to get a good contestant.
I really actually think the Hogs Zarya comp they ran on the song would be good here, because like it would enable their Hogs so much more to just like walk in. But now Shrew is kind of just like, I don't know what Shrew's doing. I feel like Shrew is about to die. Oh wait, no.
Tries to take down Zebra Cookie, but does
Munching is redditing. Munching is redditing.
Munching is going to do that Reddit Lucio. Here comes the grab. Here comes the tire. It could be huge, but where did the tire go? I don't know.
He detonated it too high in the air.
He did. That's absolutely devastating. That is unlucky there. But still, Kreia is going to be the last person on the point there, and it's 15 seconds left for them. It's going to be hard for them to even get back to the point in these 10 seconds here. The Lucio is going to do it. Munching is going to touch, because that is the Reddit Lucio way. Whenever someone says it's not possible to touch, you're going to come in and touch.
Oh wow, big ball.
Like I said, everyone's going to be able to touch. The beat is going to come in, but Munching's not even going to get it there. Did he pin? Oh, and the Shatter comes in. He's going to get a lot. Shrew's going to get the pickup onto Paradroid. It's going to be close here. Shrew's going to go down, and Hailton's going to get the pickup on Hamwell. It's going to be close here. Kreia getting the pickup on the Zebra Cookie. It's trade after trade after trade here, but the trades favor the defense here. And final game, it's going to get 2 to sound out the end of the round. 108 meters.
Shrew just took so long to build the blade. Didn't really I think their flanker characters are just, they're trying to take too much, they're going in too far and getting picked because of it. And then you also watch kind of Munching, kind of Reddit the entire backline, and then never really use beat till the end. And it's like, I see what he's trying to do, because he wants to contest the Widow, because now they don't have a true they don't have a long range Widow contest. But I don't think Redditing the loot is really the answer. Commit your Genji to it. Now, or your Doomfist. One of those two can definitely commit to the Widow, because they're both fairly good at the frontline brawl. Genji still has so much like damage right now that he can like really help burn tanks. If I see a Ryan Orisa, I swear I thought Orisa was dead.
We're gonna see if Odyssey Esports is gonna try and prove you wrong here. If they're going to come in on the double shield Ryan Orisa.
Yeah, we will see. I don't know if I would like the Ryan Orisa. Like, if you're gonna do it, I would rather have a Hog or Zarya or even a Sigmund. Like, I think Orisa's fortified and everything like isn't as good as it used to be. Like, you don't get the same type of like sustained brawl value that you used to get with Orisa. Oh wait, yeah, they go to Zarya. Yeah,
They do switch to the Zarya. Let me see a similar composition on the side of oh, but Zebra Cookie's gonna get picked off by Shrew. The Fire Nation are not doing good right now, and a lot of healing on the side of Odyssey Esports here. Hilton's gonna get discorded though. That could be really bad because that's a lot of damage that's gonna come in onto the Reinhardt. Oh, but finally again, it's gonna take down Tifu, and Hamill's gonna get pinned, and immediately Zebra is gonna get another pick, and that's gonna seal it off there. The first point is gonna go to Odyssey, but they still have almost the entirety of the street space to go through here.
yeah, it's not. Oh, wow, Munching don't kill. Munching kills.
Munching. Paradroid says no one kills Zebra Cookie, and gets the pick
Except
up.
Shrew.
There. Except for Shrew, apparently. Speaking of Shrew, going very low, gonna get picked off by Final Game. It's mine there, and the cart is just gonna steadily push forward off of that because Fire Nation has to retreat here.
Yeah, like just as Fire Nation opened up with 2 picks from their Widow, Zebra Cookie just picks through the beginning, and then it's kind of all over from there because then he can take so many free angles. He doesn't have to worry about anything. I think Hamilton's going for a flank shatter. Oh, never mind. I thought he was. Oh, he is with the damage boosted Mercy
He's
Pocket.
going with the Mercy Pocket. We're gonna see if he can get them. He's gonna get them! 3 people in the shatter. He's actually gonna find the picks there. But it's not going to be. It's gonna be trades here. Hamill's gonna get the shatter. It's gonna get Final Gambit, but it's not going to be. He's not even gonna go down here. The Junkrat's gonna get nanoed. I think it's Dead or Hamilton there. I think the plan was to nano the Ryan, but Final Gambit steps in front of Paradot. But still, the picks come in for Odyssey Esports, and it's do or die time for the Fire Nation. They need to push in here. They need to get this cart all the way. Shrew's gonna go down, and that's not how you want to start off here. The Moira is just the only one contesting here. They need their other members to get in here and fast. 3 meters, 2 meters. The Blizzard's gonna come out from Kreia, but it's barely even on the cart. The grab is gonna come in. That could be something. Hilton's gonna get frozen. Here comes the nano onto the Zarya. But Zebra Cookie's gonna find the pickup on the Kreia. It's gonna be close. Mayhem trying to use that nano. Gonna get anti. Gonna get taken down by Final Gambit, and that's gonna be it. Odyssey Esports taking it 3-0 over Fire Nation here.
I think Odyssey did a really good job of just pushing and taking the space and never giving them a true reset. While I felt like when Fire Nation pushed, they just gave up too much space. So they didn't have, so like it let them reset much easier than like they allowed than like Odyssey allowed Fire Nation to. Overall, like good showings for both teams. I think Odyssey definitely looked like a better team. Like obviously, anyway, like they won 3-0. But it was like back and forth. Dorado was really close. My MVP personally, would probably be Hamilton for me. With the flank shatter that kind of sealed it, like he was consistently taking space. He was consistently playing really well. I don't think Main Tank's did enough love, so I'm giving it to him.
Absolutely. I hyped him up going into this, and I think he absolutely lived up to my hype. I'm going to pick Zebra Cookie for my MVP. But when we come back, we are going to have an interview with Nev's MVP. We're going to have an interview with Hamilton. We're going to talk to him about this map and sort of going forward for Odyssey Esports. So don't change the Twitch channel here. We will see you then.
Yeah.
Welcome back. We are here with the main tank, the flanking Reinhardt himself, Hilton here.
Hi, I'm the main tank.
So, Hilton, I'm going to be honest. In that last Reinhardt play with the flanking Shatter, what was going through your mind there?
I noticed I was at 97% charge, and the Rhine was always playing up pretty often, so I thought I could go up the stairs. Para, our Mercy, decided to come with me, and I asked Morin, our off-tank, to pull them in closer to distract them, and it worked. They were all too pushed up, and I went by and I shattered. It worked pretty well.
It did. It absolutely did. So, you've had 2 matches in Owlet so far, and both of them have been recorded. You've had one on the main channel, and you've had one here on Joey's channel. How has that been that all of your matches so far have been streamed, and how have you kind of, as a team, dealt with that pressure?
It helps us reflect on it. We already reflected on the match we had recently, the goods and the bads. But it's good. Extra competition, extra pressure, and it's helping us improve.
Absolutely. Yeah. Do you have any questions, Nevino?
I guess I noticed y'all took like a lot of space as like a main thing to it. Like, I guess my question is like, what is the goal pace of the game for you?
Make space for everyone. We don't have a particular play, I suppose. We just know our own thing, a chaotic brawl, basically. So my goal is to enable my team as much as possible.
Fair enough. Well,
Yeah.
I can appreciate that. You know, just do some yeeting of the Reinhardt, because Reinhardt is a dive character. Did you know that? Okay. Wow, most people find that joke hilarious. I guess I'm just not that funny.
Not funny at all.
Well, I got removed from the custom game for that. That's
So, do you have anyone on your team or anyone at all that you want to shout out?
Yeah, Zebra. Zebra's popping off this game with the headshots. I'll also shout out the other sniper. I don't get why they swapped off at the end. They were kicking our ass. Their other widow. I don't know the person's name.
oh,
Yeah,
true.
Shrew.
Yeah.
Shrew was doing amazing. It seemed like such a back and forth, and I'd pick Zebra Cookie as my MVP as well. He did incredible. You did incredible as well. Not to say that I thought you did awful at all. You did amazing, but just amazing job by all of you.
Thank you.
So, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us, Hilton.
No problem.
Good luck in the rest of your season, bro.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. So that was Hilton from Odyssey eSports, and that was it. Odyssey Esports taking it 3-0 over the Fire Nation. They haven't been in the league for long, but they have made an explosive start so far, taking both of their first 2 games 3-0, which has been incredible. So I'm looking forward to seeing them play again, and I bet you are too, not Hilton, Nevino.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think like the teams to beat in minors are definitely like Koala Kings, Hyperion, who hasn't lost a game yet, as well as is it Velocity Force, I believe, or is also like a 4 or 5-1 or something like that. But they're only like both like the top 3 teams are all really good, and I think have set themselves apart from the rest of the pack. And I think Odyssey though has a nice little chance to prove that they belong in that conversation in the coming weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot that can happen, and Odyssey coming in late in the game, they definitely have a chance to come in as a bit of an X factor here, and I'm excited to see them play more. But until next time, I have been KWing. I've been with my co-commentator Nevino, Joey on the production. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.